Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of these designs. They were all done using this script, which was created in 2011 by my friend Loren Sherman, and I've been doing designs in it ever since. Anyway, so not only do these designs look colorful and match the colors of the magic symbols they're representing, but if we look closer, and I'll go in and zoom in on these guys so that way we can just see just a handful at a time, but we can see them rather close up. Come here, you. There we go. Lovely. So let's start with this one. So you read this script starting at the bottom and then going counterclockwise, like a time traveler going back in time. That means this is our first letter of this design, and it is an A because it is a vowel, one of these little guys, and it is outside the word circle like that. Then we continue around, and here's our next letter, this kind of thin white one, and it is a circle on the line of the word circle, and it's got 3 dots with it, so that makes it a Z. Continuing around, here's another vowel. These are more vowels too, by the way. And this one is inside the word circle. So this blue line is the word circle line, and the O is inside of it like that. And then we have a shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots. So we're in the same column as the Z, but in the 3-dot row. Same column as the Z, the 3-dot column, but we're in the row of the shallow divot. So that would be the R. Now we have 2 letters stacked on top of each other. They have the same stem. They're both vowels that are on the line of the word circle. And the thin one has a line going inwards, making it an I, and the thick one has a line going outwards, making it a U. And you read stacked letters thin to thick, so that would be the I, then the U, and then this last letter, it has 1 thin line and then these 2 thick lines ending on it. So that totals 3 and makes it an S. So that's what that design says, A-Z-O-R-I-U-S. Then this design, actually we'll go bottom, it starts with a vowel with a line going inwards, so that's an I, just like that I there. Then if we continue around, we have this double line, and a double line is a double letter. And this is a double letter on the line of the word circle, like this one. And there are 1, 2, 3 dots on it. They're just spiky dots, so that's a double Z. And then we have this circle. This whole dragon head is just the line coming from the I, but this circle inside the word circle is in this position, making it an E. And then we have this shallow divot here, which is a T. So just like the shallow divots there, but this one has no dots and no lines. So that would be that design, I-double-Z-E-T. This design starts with a deep divot with no lines ending on it. So that would be a B right here. Then we have an O attached like a bead on a string, just like that O there. So if we follow this brown one down, we see the O. And then we have this shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots. They're just spiky like the 3 dots on that double Z, except this is a double R because it's a shallow divot, same as the shallow divot of the S with 1, 2, 3 lines on it. So B-O-R-O-S. And then we have this design. This is a bit of a trickier one because we have an outer word circle and an inner word circle. So you read outer to inner. So the word circle starts at the bottom, then you go counterclockwise, and it can spiral inwards. So that would be outer to inner. So we have this first word, which starts with an O inside the word circle. So like that one. And then we have a shallow divot with 3 dots, making it an R. Then we have a circle on the line of the word circle with 3 dots. So that's another Z, just like these Z's and that Z. So O-R-Z. Then we have this letter inside the inner word circle with 1, 2 black lines. You see those little black lines there? And that makes it in this 2-line column, and it's a deep divot, making it an H. Then we have an O, like a bead on a string, and then we have this shallow divot with 1 line, so that makes it a V. So that would be O-R-Z, H-O-V. Then continuing onwards, let's move this down to here, so we can get all 6 of these in one picture. So this is a deep divot. It's just a little stylized and pointy. So this deep divot has 1, 2, 3 dots. So deep divot row, 3-dot column, that is a D. Then we have an I line going inwards. So like this I, this blue one here. Then we have an M, 1, 2, 3 lines. These 3 lines end on this circle inside the word circle, making an M. Then we have an I line going inwards. Then we have an R with 1, 2, 3 dots. They're just pointy, which is a trick I've done before in these sets. So D-I-M-I-R is this design. Then we have this one. It starts with a shallow divot with 3 dots. These lines all pass through the letter. Lines that pass through things do not count. So these lines don't count, but these dots do count. So that would be an R. Then we have an A outside the word circle like this, or like that. Then we continue around, and this circle, kind of like in the eyeball of the demon, has 1, 2 dots. They're just, the eyeball-shaped dots. So that'd be a K. Then we have another deep divot, stylized similarly to this one, and that has 3 dots on it, making it a D, just like this D in this one. And this is an O, like a bead on a string. So that would be right here, making an O. And then we have this shallow divot with 1, 2 lines there, and then this third one here which makes the whole like face of the demon. So R-A-K-D-O-S. Then moving on to this one. This is another deep divot, except it has one line on it right there. So that would make it a G. And then we have this O attached on it like a bead on a string. Then we have 1, 2, 3 little dots on this L. Then we have another G, one line here. This line passes through, so it doesn't count. That would be another G just like this G. And we have an A outside the word circle like this or like this. All these gold ones. And then we have this shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 little dots, just like those 3 little dots. So that would be an R. And then we have an I with a line going inwards. So that would be G-O-L-G-A-R-I. Then we have this one, which starts with a shallow divot, and only these 3 lines in the middle end on it. These kind of leaf-shaped lines don't end on it, so they don't count, but these 3 do end on it, so that makes it an S. Then we have an E nestled right in there, so that's an E. Then we have 1, 2, 3 dots on the L here, like that. Then another E, this guy inside the L. Then we have this, which is a tricky S. There's this line, which does the whoop here, and this line, which does whoop there, and then this line, which actually ends here, and it ends here. So that would be 3 lines on the S. And then this one has that one line I just pointed out right there, making it an N. Then we have a Y, 1, 2 dots on a circle on the line of the word circle. And then this A is outside the word circle right there. So that would be S-E-L-E-S-N-Y-A. Then we have this one, which is a deep divot with one line, just like that G. So that would be a G. Then we have this shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots, making it an R. Then we have this U. It has a line going outwards. So this flame line is a line connecting this U to this U. So the next letter is a U. And then we have 1, 2, 3 dots on this L here. So that would be G, R, U, U, L. Even though this U is kind of towards the bottom of this R, you always read the consonants first and then the vowel, unless we have a slash through them, which that doesn't happen in these designs, so don't worry about it. So G, R, U, U, L. And then our last one here starts with a shallow divot, 1, 2, 3 lines attached to it. So that makes it an S. Then we have an I line going inwards, swirling around, ending on this I as well. But before that I, we have this M with 1, 2, 3 swirl lines. So these lines are all kind of swirly, but those are those 3 there, making it an M. Here's another I. The line starts off going inwards and does a swirl, but it still starts off going inwards, making it an I. And then our last letter has 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, making it a C. So S-I-M-I-C is our last word in that design. So yeah, I'm really, really proud of these. I'm super happy with how they turned out. And I love the colors, and I love the symbols, and I think they really fit magic. So yeah.